The home is one of those endings that just wrecks everything you thought you knew. You think you've got it all figured out, and then, bam, the whole story flips upside down in the last act, and honestly, I got so many questions spinning in my head right now. Like, what was the real plan of the old people? They said they planned it all along, but what does that mean? Did they succeed? And were all the residents in the nursing home part of it? And what about Max's parents? Were they involved from the very beginning, just using him like a pawn? And the biggest question is, who or what is DEA they keep on worshipping? Are they in a cult? How does the ritual work? And what was the biggest twist of the story? In this video, we're going to break it all down. I'll explain the creepy clues hidden throughout the movie, uncover the truth about the residents of Green Meadows, and of course, reveal the meaning behind the insane twist ending. Let's dive deep into the mystery of the home starring Pete Davidson, because trust me, it's even darker than it looks. The home is about Max, a guy with a really rough past. He's still haunted by the death of his foster brother, Luke, which happened over 10 years ago. Max isn't exactly innocent either. He gets caught vandalizing property, and instead of going to jail, he's forced to do community service. That's how he ends up working as a janitor at a retirement home called Green Meadows. At first, Green Meadows seems pretty normal. The elderly residents are a little odd but mostly just lonely and harmless. But the staff? They're cold, secretive, and keep warning Max to stay away from certain areas, especially the 4th floor, which they say is completely off limits. The longer Max works there, the more unsettling things he notices. He hears weird noises at night, sees mysterious symbols carved into walls, and finds journals filled with strange notes. Some residents whispers about nightmares, experiments, and things that don't make sense. Slowly, Max realizes something very wrong is happening behind the scenes. While there, Max befriends Norma, one of the only residents who seems fully aware of what's going on. She hints that she knows the truth about Green Meadows. But before she can reveal everything, she tragically ends her own life, leaving Max with more questions than answers. When Max finally digs deeper, he discovers the horrifying reality. Green Meadows isn't just a regular nursing home. It's actually a front for disturbing experiments and dark rituals. The forbidden 4th floor is full of secret rooms where residents are exploited, their bodies drained for mysterious purposes. Then come the most shocking twist. Luke, Max's foster brother, who died years ago, was part of the same system that fed people into this place. Green Meadows is directly tied to the trauma that haunted Max in his entire life. Let's rewind for a second. What was the real plan of the old folks? They said they planned it all along, but what does that even mean? Did they succeed? Throughout the whole movie, Max is led to believe he's uncovering some massive hidden conspiracy. Strange noises echo through the halls at night. Residents talk about nightmares and mysterious experiments and cryptic clues like black light messages and symbols burned into people's necks. Make it seem like there's a dark government-level cover-up happening inside the retirement home. But when the truth is finally revealed in the ending, it's even more twisted. None of it was real. All those clues, the false sense of mystery, even the hints of a secret experiment, they were just an elaborate game designed by the old residents and the corrupt staff. They toyed with Max, making him think he was uncovering something meaningful, all for their own amusement. It was never about hidden agenda or saving anyone. In reality, the patients of the nursing home are a part of a sadistic cult that worships a fictional Roman goddess named Dea or DEA. They harvest a special fluid, the Dea's nectar, from the right eye of their victim. This fluid supposedly keeps them youthful and vibrant while draining the life out of whomever it's taken from. Were all the residents in the nursing home part of it? And what about Max's parents? Were they involved from the very beginning and just using him like a pawn? What initially seems like a simple nursing home full of kind, harmless residents are actually a carefully crafted illusion. Beneath the warm smiles, soft voices, and frail appearance lies something far darker. Every single person in the nursing home, the elderly patients, the doctors, the nurses, even the janitors, is part of a secret cult devoted to a mysterious goddess named Dea. For most of the movie, the old residents come across as the victims, helpless under the control of the cold, unnerving staff. But the final reveal flips everything on its head. The patients aren't victims at all. They're the masterminds. They've been worshipping Dea for decades, performing rituals to keep themselves alive far beyond a natural lifespan. They scout young, vulnerable people like Max and lure them into the home under the guise of community service or volunteer work. And the betrayal runs even deeper. Max's foster parents, people he thought loved him and cared for him, were also part of this conspiracy from the very beginning. They raised him only to deliver him as a future sacrifice, knowing he'd one day end up in a nursing home. This horrifying cycle has been going on for at least a century. Most of the residents are well over 100 years old, yet they remain oddly healthy and sharp. Who is Dea, or DEA? After surviving the horrors of the nursing home, Max finally escapes and goes home, thinking he's safe. But his new foster sisters nervously tells him that they've been exploring the house and found something strange. They lead him to a hidden hallway behind the closet, where a secret door opens into a room Max never knew existed. Inside is a shrine to Dea. The room is dark and filled with melted candles, creepy fertility symbols on the walls, and old photos of children. In the center is a twisted idol of Dea, surrounded by trinkets, jewelry, and glass vials of the same golden liquid that cult harvested from the victims. That's when it hits him. His foster parents aren't innocent. They've been part of the cult all along, working with Ren Meadows to sacrifice children like him. Max was not lucky to be taken in. He was chosen to be delivered to the cult. How does the ritual work? Dr. Sabian, who seems like a calm, serious doctor, is actually the mastermind behind the terrifying process. Over the years, he crafted a twisted medical procedure that lets the cult extract a special fluid from the eyes of young people. They call it Dea's nectar, and it works like magic serum, making the elderly look younger, think clearer, and feel stronger. But it comes with a horrible cost. The procedure drains the victims completely in just minutes. Their youth, their energy are sucked out, leave them pale, weak, and almost lifeless, just empty shells of who they are. It's not just killing them, it's stealing their life force so that the cult can live forever, even if it means ruining someone else's future. What was the main twist of the home? Max spends most of the movie believing his foster brother Luke killed himself years ago. But when he sneaks onto the forbidden 4th floor of Green Meadows, he makes a horrifying discovery. Luke is still there, alive, but completely hollowed out. Like the other victims of the floor, Luke has been drained of his youth and vitality, left as an empty shell. These patients are kept barely alive, seated in front of a looping video about oil reserves. It's a creepy metaphor. The cult at the facility sees its victims the same way society sees oil, a resource to extract and burn up for the benefit of the powerful. They literally the fuel keeping the elderly cult members live longer. The movie even drops a big thematic hint earlier on. There's a news report about an approaching hurricane, and in it, a young woman calls out an older man for destroying the planet, saying his generation traded the future of younger generations for their own comfort and profit. This is exactly what the cult is doing. They were a twisted symbol of that same generational selfishness, stealing life, time, and the future from the young to extend their own. So is The Home worth watching? If you love horror, it's definitely more fun and different than the usual ones we see these days. Sure, it's not perfect, some parts get a little messy, and a lot of loopholes, but it's kinda entertaining. And that twist? Yeah, it worked for me. The only real letdown, Pete Davidson. I never felt scared for him, which kinda kills the vibe for a horror movie. I actually love the ending of The Home. It feels vindicating, like after everything Max went through, we finally get the brutal payoff we were waiting for. It's messy, it's shocking, and yeah, it's definitely gory, but that's exactly what makes it hit so hard. But now, I want to know what you think. Did Pete's acting ruin it for you? Or did you still still enjoy the chaos. Did you guess the twist? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading and replying. If you like content like this, please like this video and please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.